Today on Inquirer, magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck Calatagan, Batangas. Tremors were felt all the way to Metro Manila. Trains in Naia runways temporarily halted. Operations resume after 6.3 quake. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology says Mayon produced fewer volcanic tremors and rockfall. And President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. emphasizes the need to diversify Philippine exports. You're seeing live footage of the Mayon Volcano in Albay, still currently at alert level 3. INQUIRER.net news anchor Neil Mercado is live from Daraga, Albay to give us the latest news about the Mayon's unrest.
Jean, I'm joining you from Daraga town in Albay, where we are monitoring Mayon Volcano's continuing unrest. Residents living within the 6-kilometer danger zone of Mayon Volcano are currently staying in evacuation areas and relocation sites across different towns here in Albay. We visited some of those relocation and evacuation sites earlier today, and we found out that some residents opt to stay in their respective barangays and face the dangers and risks of the rumbling Mayon Volcano. My story on this, Jean, later.
Good evening. A magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck Calatagan, Batangas this morning. John Eric Mendoza has the report.
A magnitude 6.3 earthquake was recorded in Calatagan, Batangas early Thursday morning, which was felt in Metro Manila and other parts of Luzon. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or Phivolcs, said the tectonic tremor occurred at around 10:19 a.m., 15 kilometers southwest of the said town. Residents in several areas reported a strong felt intensity. These are the residents of Manila, Mandaluyong, Quezon City, Valenzuela, and Malolos in Bulacan, Batangas City, Ibaan, Lemery, Nasugbu, and Talisay in Batangas Province, Dasmariñas and Tagaytay City in Cavite Province, and Tanay Rizal. Felt intensity refers to the ground shaking experienced and reported by people using the Phivolcs earthquake intensity scale. Phivolcs also said a tsunami warning due to the quake is unlikely because of the earthquake's depth of focus, which is at 119 kilometers. The United States Geological Survey also said the tremor below magnitude 6.5 are very unlikely to trigger a tsunami. Classes in Calatagan has also been suspended on Wednesday by the local government to check possible damage in their classrooms. However, authorities in Batangas said no major damage to infrastructure or casualties were reported in Calatagan town. For INQUIRER.net, this is John Eric Mendoza.
Train operations in Metro Manila resume following a brief suspension for safety checks due to the earthquake. As of 11:39 a.m., the Department of Transportation says that operations in LRT-1, LRT-2, MRT-3, and PNR have resumed. The MRT-3 management says that no abnormalities have been found within their infrastructure. Meanwhile, the Manila International Airport Authority says that the runways of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport were temporarily closed at 10:23 a.m. today for inspection following the earthquake. Aside from the runways, the taxiways of Naia were also closed. NIA says that inspection of the two runways was concluded at 10:34 a.m. and the runways were immediately opened for use.
The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology says Mayon Volcano produced fewer volcanic tremors and rockfalls. Despite this, Mayon Volcano is still under alert level 3, forcing residents living within the 6-kilometer danger zone to stay in evacuation areas. Here's my story.
Beside an evacuation site in Barangay Anislag in Albay is a small chapel where a funeral for Nympha's husband is being held. Nympha is an evacuee from Barangay Miisi, which is within Mayon Volcano's 7-kilometer danger zone.
Igwa naman po, pagka niya na. Pagkagurang niya na.
Pagkatanda na din.
Just a few meters away from the evacuation site where Nympha stays is a school. It's a normal Thursday afternoon for one half of the school. Students sit on their chairs as their teacher proceed with their lessons despite the rumbling of the Mayon volcano. The other half of the school serves as an evacuation site, also for residents of Barangay Miisi. Despite the risks of staying within the danger zone, some residents of Barangay Miisi opt to stay there, instead of staying in the evacuation and relocation sites. Resi currently stays in Asinlag Elementary School, but her husband opted to remain in Barangay Miisi to earn a living. This is a common story for those who choose to face the danger of the rumbling Mayon.
Doon po yung hanap buhay niya, yung doon ang hanap buhay namin. Kaya doon po siya bumabalik. Wala talaga. Mas mostly po, pera talaga yung kailangan. Opo, may pagkain, pero yung pera talaga. Sa sitwasyon po namin, wala akong magagawa. Siyempre dito po.
Living in evacuation center isn't easy too.
Okay naman po, may mga rasyon po na dumarating. Kaso sobrang init. Titiisin po yung init. Yung mga bata nakasakit-sakit na. Sinat, yung sunat, mga sugat-sugat kasi malamok. Mga po. Tapos, ubos sipon.
As of Thursday morning, there are 867 families or 3,178 individuals currently staying in 6 evacuation and relocation sites in Daraga. Aside from Barangay Miisi, those from Barangay Banyadero, Budjao, and Matnog were also evacuated due to Mayon's continuing unrest.
Problem natin is of course yung pag-stabilize ng mga facilities and services na dapat in place na. Pag-uusapan po lahat ng assessed needs and yung mga current na ginagawa natin para ma-respond yung mga needs, especially for water, potable water, and yung daily use ng water na mga gamit nila. Actually po, we are in preparation for the increase in alert level.
According to Phivolcs, Mayon Volcano produced fewer volcanic tremors and rockfalls from 5 a.m. on Wednesday, June 14, to 5 a.m. on Thursday, June 15. This is lower than the recorded tremors and rockfalls from the morning of June 13 to the morning of June 14. Despite this, Mayon Volcano remains under alert level 3. Phivolcs says this means there's still potential explosive activity happening within days or weeks.
Jean, I'm here right now at the Our Lady of the Gate Parish Church in Daraga Town, and behind me is the Mayon Volcano. From afar, Mayon Volcano may look calm, but I don't know, I'm not sure if you can see it right now, but there's this slightly orange dim coming out of the crater of a Mayon Volcano. But Phivolcs says a fair crater glow, or what residents call here as banaag, and incandescent rockfall shed from fluvial lava at the summit of Mayon Volcano was observed. And we saw some video showing an orange glow coming out of Mayon Volcano's crater last night. Mayon Volcano, according to Phivolcs, is currently in a relatively high level of unrest. So Phivolcs continues to advise residents here to take caution. President Bongbong Marcos Jr. visited Albay yesterday, and he joined an aerial inspection of Mayon. During a situation briefing here yesterday, Albay Governor Edsel Greco Lagman told President Marcos that a total of 196 million pesos is needed for disaster response for 90 days, which would cover the needs of the evacuees, such as water and sanitation, health services, learning spaces, among others. President Marcos says that the national government should also step in and provide additional funds for the evacuees in Albay before the local government runs out of money for disaster response. We'll continue to monitor the situation here in Albay, Jean.
Thank you, Neil. Make sure to stay safe while you're there. The Department of Social Welfare and Development distributes 153,000 food packs to Mayon Volcano victims under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s 90-day aid plan. President Marcos Jr. directs the DSWD to assist Albay's evacuees for 90 days. Marcos also orders the Department of Interior and Local Government and the Department of National Defense to work with all relief agencies. The DSWD's assistance program gives relief materials and 5,000 peso cash to 57 families from Barangay Baligang, Ligao City. The DSWD says that affected families from 3 barangays, namely Maninila, Tandarura, and Madudbukad Grande in Guinobatan will also receive 5,000 pesos cash aid beginning June 15 under the program. According to the Office of Civil Defense, a total of 15,676 individuals have been displaced by Mayon's restiveness. The International Forum, where the Philippine Export Development Plan, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. discusses the plans to diversify Philippine exports with key government officials and the private sector. Marcos recently approved the PDEP that will be implemented starting this year until 2023. The 6-year plan aims to turn the Philippines into an export powerhouse.
The Philippines will be able to export to and import from. So it's not one way, it's trade. And that is the most important thing. But what we have to do is allow ourselves the restructuring of some of the elements that are within the law, that are within the rules, so that we can compete on an even basis. Kaya pinag-aaralan natin lagi kung ano yung mga ginagawa ng mga ibang bansa na successful sa kanilang trade agreements, sa kanilang mga export. At ang pinakamagaling sa ngayon ay nandito sa Asia. Yan ang kompetensya natin. That is why we have to bring up our game, the export game a little bit, and support our exporters so that they can compete in foreign markets and they are able to be not only suppliers but also industrial consumers of the products that are around the world. In other words, to strengthen the trade.
Commission on Human Rights urges lawmakers to keep an open mind on the so-called Sogiesc bill. CHR says in observance of Pride Month, they hope to see concrete and serious strides in advancing the plight of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex, or the LGBTQI sector, through the swift progress of the Gender Equality Bill. CHR adds that in line with the state's duty to continuously uphold the life and dignity of its people, particularly the marginalized, it is crucial that both chambers of Congress see the bill to its fruition. Sogiesc stands for sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, or sex characteristics. The bill is moving forward in the House of Representatives. It was approved by the House Committee on Women and Gender Equality on May 23. In the Senate, the Committee on Women, Children, Family Relations, and Gender Equality approved the measure. However, it was returned to the Senate Rules Panel. Senate Majority Leader Joel Villanueva previously said he saw no urgency in the passage of the measure. Joong-ki and wife Katy Louise Saunders welcomed their first child. Hannah Mallorca has the report.
South Korean actor Joong-ki and his wife, British actress Katy Louise Saunders, are now parents as they welcome their first child together. The actor gave a glimpse of his baby boy through his fan cafe. A black and white photo of his hand gripping what seems to be either Song or Saunders' finger. The image was obtained by Korean media last June 14. Song revealed that his wife gave birth in Rome, Italy, which is said to be her hometown, and which happened a month after he attended the Cannes Film Festival. He then admitted that having a family was always his biggest dream, saying the birth of his son is the most precious gift for him and Saunders. His label, High Zoom Studio, also confirmed the birth of his child in an official statement to Korean media outlet Nate News on the same day. The actor confirmed that he and his wife are expecting their first child last January, where he also announced that they already tied the knot. The relationship was confirmed by Song's label the month prior. Song was previously married to actress Song Ye-kyo in October 2017. Their divorce was finalized in July 2019. He is best known for his roles in the hit K-dramas Descendants of the Sun, Vincenzo, Reborn Rich, and Song Kyun-kwan Scandal, among many others. This is Hannah Mallorca of INQUIRER.net Entertainment.
Alamin naman natin ang mainit na balita sa mundo ng showbiz kasama si Erwin Santiago ng Bandera. Erwin?
Ito na nga ang latest Bandera Chika. Mahigit 3 taon ng mag-asawa ang kapuso couple na sina Megan Yang at Michael Daes. Kaya naman marami ang nagtatanong kung bakit hanggang ngayon ay wala pa rin silang baby. Tulad na nga lang sa naganap na Grand Presko ng upcoming primetime series ng GMA7 na Royal Blood kung saan kasama nga sa cast members sina Michael at Megan. Muling nausisa ang mag-asawa kung may plano na silang magkaanak anytime soon. Ayon kina Megan at Michael, hindi naman daw sila nape-pressure kapag kinukulit sila tungkol sa pagbubuntis. Knows daw nila na kung bibigyan sila ng anak ay darating at darating ito kahit hindi nila ipilit. Naniniwala ang mag-asawa na mabibiyayaan din sila ng baby sa tamang panahon. Say pa ni Megan, hindi raw nilalagyan ng date ang tungkol sa pagbubuntis. Nangyayari na lang daw ito kung talagang ipagkakaloob sa kanila ni Michael. Sa ngayon daw, happy naman sila sa kanilang mga alagang aso na nagpapaligaya at nagbibigay kulay ngayon sa kanilang married life.
Hindi mo nilalagyan ng date ang mga ganyan. Nangyayari lang talaga. Kung meron. Let's see where life takes us.
Oo, alam niyo naman kami very free-willing, go with the flow.
Yeah.
For sure, i-announce nyo naman if ever.
Well, maybe like the wedding, baka biglang nandun na.
Hindi mo alam, laki na pala yung chan ko.
Biglang nandun na yung baby. Pero we'll see. I mean, alam niyo naman kami, like we said, we're very playful, we're very go with the flow. So, we'll see what happens. When it's there, it will be there.
At yan ang bandera chika natin today.
Salamat, Irvin. And flashed on your screen is a live footage of the Mayon Volcano in Albay, still currently at alert level 3. And these are the stories that you need to know today. I'm Jean Mangalus. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net.